Hello, family. Welcome to Live Your Legacy. So, today we are going to do part two of how to manifest. And we talked about, on part one, we talked about how you have to embody that new version of yourself, right? To manifest that thing, whatever it is that you want. If you want to change your life completely, you want a new, you want to become an entrepreneur, you want to be married, you want whatever it is you want, how to manifest that. You have to embody the version of yourself that lives that life, right? That has that thing, that's married, that's whatever. So we're going to go a little bit further today and talk about discipline and obedience because, okay, we could talk about, be embodying the new version of ourselves, but in order to do that, you got to become more disciplined because that version of yourself does something differently than the version of you that you are right now, right? So that means that habits have to break, mindsets have to shift. And in order to sustain that shift, that change, you have to become more disciplined. So, for example, I became an entrepreneur. I wanted what I wanted was to completely change my life. I did not like the life that I was living. So I started manifesting the life that I did want. And in order for me to do that, I had to become more disciplined in a lot of areas, especially in my decision making and in my financial habits, the way I spend money, the way I make money, the way I attract, all that stuff, whatever. I had to become more disciplined because, what I was doing, the version of myself that I was, whenever I'd make money, I'd spend the shit, right? As quick, probably quicker than I made it, I spent it. And I was not ever going to get anywhere like that. So I had to become more disciplined. And I had to really, think about, okay, do I need this right now? Or is it more of a want? And that took time. That really took a lot of time. Even, I had already become an entrepreneur, but I still was making bad decisions, bad financial decisions. So I had to continue evolving and continue strengthening that discipline and really focusing and deciding on, am I going to feed my need or my want? And I had to really be mindful in choosing, intentional about choosing to feed my needs versus my wants, because my wants will come. My wants will come, and a lot of times your wants will shift too. As you evolve, your wants will evolve. The things that you want will change as you grow, and become more responsible. It's like I don't know. I've seen that I don't like doing a lot of the things that I used to do. I don't desire a lot of the things that I used to desire, because that was a different version of me that wanted those things. So the more that you evolve into the highest version of you, everything changes. Your mindset changes, your sense of who you are changes, because essentially who you are has changed. And you just got to keep, evolving yourself to that highest version of you. What does and honestly, what did it for me was especially when it came to my decision making, instead of looking at my circumstance or whatever I was making a decision on, looking at it from my perspective, where I'm standing at, what I can see. I can't see, like, if you look straight ahead, you can't see everything, right? You can only see, you could see a little from where your ear's at around to your other ear. You can, and I don't know why I just use my hand to direct, like y'all can see what I'm talking about, but like, you can only see so far, right? But if you look from Divine's perspective, he's got the bird's eye view, right? And he can see everything. He's got a 360 view. We don't have that. So you have to, and this is why I tell you guys that you have to get your relationship with divine right, because you got to look at things from his perspective. What does he see? Why if I make this decision A, and I have how many people connected that I know of, just that I know of, connected to this decision that I make. And if I make decision A, how is it going to affect everybody involved? Because it's not just me. It ain't just you. Whatever decisions you make, it affects other people, and you have to consider that. And that's what, when you're considering these things, this is what's elevating your perspective, because you, in a low version of you, you're looking at it from your own perspective, really just how does this affect me? And you're not considering all the other parties involved, right? So you got to look at all your options before you make a decision. How does this decision affect everybody involved? If I choose A, if I choose B, if I choose C, whatever have you. What's the best decision for everybody involved, not just me? How do I benefit us all? And when you start making decisions, all of your decisions based on that theory, that's when shit changes, guys. I'm telling you, because it becomes about the greater good of everybody, not just you. And that's a true leader. A true leader considers everybody involved, everybody that leader is attached to. If I'm making decisions, it affects all of us, right? So I got to make the best decision for all of us that's going to put us all a step ahead or in a better position, right? And sometimes being a leader means that you have to take this shit another stick. If it means that everybody else if it's going to benefit everybody else, then do that. You see, and that's how you become a higher version of yourself. You got to stop thinking about you and think about everybody involved. Okay? Discipline, though. Discipline and obedience. Only divine can see what you can't see, and he's going to tell you if you just ask, just be in communication with divine on everything that you do. Hey, so what should I do here? He's going to tell you. He may not tell you right away. That's where you have to learn how to just be quiet and still and wait for the solution to be presented to you, because sometimes it ain't right away and it's not in your time. So you got to just kick back and continue to do the step that he had already given you. Okay, I'm going to just chill out, do this, so you let me know what's next, right? Right. And honestly, that's how I've been moving the past 3 years or so. I really try not to do things based upon what I think I should do, and do what I think divine would have me do, or not think what I know he wants me to do, because I don't have time for these guessing games. Like, I think this is what he's saying. Like, I need to know for sure. Like, I've gotten to a point now where I'm just tired of wasting time and resources by doing what I think I'm supposed to do, or doing what I think divine is trying to tell me to do. Unless I'm certain, I don't move anymore. I stay still. And I don't mean stay still in the sense of I'm just not doing shit. Like, I'm still doing things. I'm just not making any real moves. Like, I'm not trying to, how do I say? I'm not trying to necessarily move forward. I'm just staying in motion. You get me? Like, I'm not just sitting down watching TV. And I mean, sometimes I do. I'm not going to say I don't ever watch TV. I do. I watch TV. Sometimes there are some days when I need to really just disconnect, and I will watch mindless TV. Just things where I'm not trying to use my brain. I don't want to do anything. Nothing. And there are days where you're going to want to do absolutely nothing, and that's fine. Just don't make it a habit of constantly doing more of that than what you need to be doing. You feel me? That's when it becomes a problem. But it's every now and then, like, cool, whatever. You need that. You need to be able to just disconnect and just be. But I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. Discipline and obedience is absolutely necessary to evolve into that new version of yourself that you need to be to have that thing that it is that you're trying to manifest. Okie dokie? All right. I love y'all. Peace.